Hey everybody. Today I'm going to make the video I kind of don't want to make. So I did a lot of footage for this video and I realized it was getting really long as I started to edit it, so I'm going to make it real simple. I have these old recordings from either the very end of 1993 or the beginning of 1994 when I was an undergrad student in Springfield, Missouri. And I had a cool professor that had the idea of, let's record some local music from here in Springfield. He was very fascinated with like underground art movements and things like that. He was one of my literature professors. I was an English major at the time, and I have a degree in English. That's my undergrad English education. But what I'm going to do with this video is talk a little bit about this particular recording session and play some excerpts of the 3 songs and cringe a lot because this is embarrassing stuff. Going back and looking at the folly of your youth is sometimes horrifying. So yeah, this was kind of embarrassing stuff. So to give you a little visual, I did find something close to the only picture I had. Back in 1990, for a while, I had a mohawk. I kind of dreaded it. That could be a whole other video right there about how you kind of dread your hair with sugar water and stuff. It was dyed sort of a blood purple color. Then the dyes you get to use at home weren't that potent, so I don't know, maybe after 3 months or so it mainly washed out. So on this compilation tape there are 3 songs from the duo I was in. A friend of mine, Clint, he played bass, and it was one of the best friends I ever had. I had a drum machine, so he played bass. He may have done backup vocals on this, I don't really remember that much. I played guitar and literally yelled, and I think I maybe yelled the same note in every song that we did. You know, it was punk, and to do anything more would have been too cool, and you gotta try to be as uncool as possible or else you're not that punk, you know. The first song we recorded for this compilation is called We. When I wrote this song, I was going for a sort of grungy but way more aggressive Stone Temple Pilot vibe. So I'll play the song and mention a little bit about it afterwards. Yeah, sorry. Told you this was going to be bad. Upon hearing this song, I forgot the industrial element to it. In Chicago in the late 80s, early 90s, the industrial scene was huge. And I did mention like grunge and Stone Temple Pilots. It does not sound like that at all. I think the song has like 5 lines, so it just repeats the same line over and over. So I was going for this robotic, monotonous, like I'm in society and, you know, all this stuff you would think in your youth, like I'm being so oppressed and etc. You know, I don't want to, you know, get too off on that tangent, but that's what I was thinking about for the lyrics. The second song that we recorded is called Helen, and I just want to say it to the world, I am sorry. When you're 21 or so, or 20, and things happen in life, you might react or respond in a way that's not very nice. In this song, Helen, someone was involved in a car wreck where an older lady hit them, and it was completely this older lady's fault. Now, this older lady, because she was older, suffered from dementia and some of that. And I feel really bad about it now because the song, you know, is kind of mean to Helen. You know, I'm not being that big of a jerk. This song fits more of the punk rock format that you might be expecting, so let me play a little bit of it. I went to court today. I'm really glad I didn't have to pay. I don't want to donate a dime to a fascist play. Oh, hell, that's what you say. You didn't do what that say. Oh, hell, that's what you say. You didn't do what that say. I went to court today. I'm really glad I didn't have to pay, because I don't want to donate a dime to a fascist way. Seriously, what? See what I mean? That the folly of youth. Does that even make sense? I know I thought it may have made sense once upon a time, maybe, or, you know, I was trying to write a song about something that actually happened and put some edge into it. So, you know, back then, if you cared about your songs, it wasn't cool. So I was like, here's a song that's stupid, you know, and that whole punk rock attitude was part of the whole ethos that you had to have, or else you just weren't punk. The third song is called Going Down, and this is the obligatory ska core kind of song that we included on here. My friend on bass improvised it. So some parts of it are kind of swinging, some of it is more like downbeat focused, and it's cool. You know, it was one of those things, like, we didn't want the song to be so set in a certain way. So let me play a little bit of this for you. When we did the vocals, this song, part of this, and I'm not going to point out which it is because I don't want it to be on the internet forever for me to forever be embarrassed by. But there's part of this song that still to this day, I'm like, why did I yell it like that? Because it's so bad. When we did the recording for this compilation, we did pretty much everything in one day. There were 5 bands on the compilation and 4 recorded one day. And we were all doing like 2 or 3 songs. And one of the band, they were a trio, and those same 3 players were in a different band, but they had a singer with them. And I did my vocals last, and I really had no confidence vocally. In fact, the only show that Clint and I performed in this, you know, devolved duo, he faced the crowd and played bass, where I turned my back to the crowd and yelled at the microphone and, you know, just played the heck out of my guitar while making a lot of noise, because we thought that would be a cool artistic punk rock thing to do. The main reason of going back into my past, I know it seems like, hey dude, you're talking all about you, and yeah, I get that I am, but the idea that you can look at your own past and learn from it, and even parts of your past that maybe you're not the most proud of or weren't your finest moments, you can still make something out of. And, you know, the life you live is what makes you who you are. And it doesn't matter what yesterday was all about. You know, if you have your mohawk yesterday and today you got whatever this is, I don't know. But whatever you had going on yesterday is not necessarily what you have going on today. And that's a good thing to keep in mind sometimes. You know, sometimes yesterday is good and tomorrow's going to be just as good, but sometimes yesterday is a different day than today, and tomorrow's yet another different day. So, enjoy the ending song. Thanks for watching. This is something greater, like and share. Leave comments to show you care. This is something creative, like and share. Leave a comment to show you care.